If you're living with diabetes, this may surprise you. Some vegetables could be silently worsening your diabetes. If you're trying to lower blood sugar, improve your insulin sensitivity, and finally take control of your health, you need to watch this. In today's video, we'll talk about the top 8 worst vegetables diabetics must avoid. You might be eating these every day without knowing how they spike your blood sugar and make diabetes management even harder. But don't worry, we're not just here to scare you. We're here to empower you. Stay until the end, because the vegetable number 5 may surprise you. We'll help you make smarter choices to protect your insulin, your blood sugar, and your diabetes. Subscribe to support our work. Now let's start with the first one. Number 1. Green peas. Green peas may look small and innocent, but for those living with diabetes, they can cause trouble if eaten without caution. These peas are naturally high in carbohydrates, which can quickly raise your blood sugar and push your body to release more insulin. When you're focused on controlling diabetes, even healthy-looking foods need to be measured. The carbs in green peas may seem harmless, but they still affect your blood sugar levels. More carbs mean more work for your insulin and more risk for unstable diabetes management. That's why knowing the impact of every bite matters. Now, let's talk about the glycemic index of green peas. It's considered moderate, but that doesn't mean it's always safe for people with diabetes. When you eat peas with rice, pasta, or bread, it can lead to faster blood sugar spikes. That forces your body to release more insulin, creating a cycle that makes diabetes control harder over time. Managing blood sugar levels requires more than just cutting sugar. It means watching how foods combine. For steady diabetes management, you need meals that work together, not against your insulin response. Yes, green peas do offer nutrition. They're packed with fiber and plant-based protein, which are great for your overall health. But when it comes to diabetes, their carb content still plays a big role. Too many peas can lead to blood sugar spikes and force your body to produce more insulin, adding stress to your diabetes plan. It's a balancing act. Enjoy the nutrients, but don't ignore the impact on your blood sugar control. To manage diabetes well, you need to be intentional with every serving, even with foods that seem healthy. Portion control is a secret weapon in managing diabetes, and with green peas, that means keeping your serving between 1/2 to 1 cup, about 80 to 120 grams. This amount helps you get the benefits without overwhelming your blood sugar. Eating more than that can spike your blood sugar levels, leading to a bigger insulin response. When your insulin has to work overtime, it gets harder to manage your diabetes daily. Keeping portions moderate is a small but powerful habit that protects your health and improves blood sugar control. If you want safer choices that are better for your diabetes, try veggies like spinach or broccoli. These are low in carbs, high in fiber, and gentle on your blood sugar. They help reduce insulin resistance and make your diabetes management a lot smoother. Unlike peas, you can enjoy these vegetables in larger amounts without risking a spike in blood sugar levels. Swapping green peas for leafy greens is a simple way to take control of your diabetes. Every smart food choice moves you closer to a healthier, more balanced life. Number 2. Potatoes. Let's talk about potatoes. Yes, they're comforting, familiar, and found on many dinner plates. But for those living with diabetes, they can be trouble. Potatoes have a very high glycemic index, which means they raise blood sugar fast, too fast. That sudden spike puts pressure on your insulin response, making diabetes control more difficult. Even when boiled or baked, they still impact blood sugar levels more than most vegetables. If you're serious about managing diabetes, it's important to rethink how often potatoes show up on your plate. Choosing better carbs is a powerful step toward better diabetes management. Here's something else to think about. Potatoes are also high in starch, and that starch turns into sugar in your body. This not only spikes your blood sugar, but it can lead to weight gain, which makes diabetes even harder to manage. Carrying extra weight often leads to insulin resistance, a major problem for people trying to keep diabetes under control. And once insulin sensitivity drops, it becomes a daily struggle to keep blood sugar steady. This is why it's so important to choose foods that help you stay full without harming your diabetes management. Now, you might be wondering, what about sweet potatoes? Are they any better for diabetes? Actually, yes. Sweet potatoes have a lower glycemic index than white potatoes, which means they don't spike blood sugar as fast. They still contain carbs, so portion size matters. but they're a smarter choice for people focused on controlling diabetes. Unlike white potatoes, which raise blood sugar quickly and strain insulin levels, sweet potatoes offer more fiber and nutrients. Making this switch can be a small but meaningful change for your health and your fight against diabetes. If you're living with diabetes, portion control can be your best friend, especially when it comes to potatoes. Even sweet potatoes, though healthier, can still affect your blood sugar if eaten in large amounts. A smart serving is about 1/2 of a medium sweet potato, or roughly 100 grams. This helps prevent big spikes in blood sugar levels and keeps your insulin working more effectively. Remember, smaller portions mean better diabetes control and fewer surprises after meals. By respecting these limits, you can enjoy the flavor without risking your health or losing control over your diabetes. Craving something warm and filling without putting your diabetes at risk? Try roasted zucchini or steamed cauliflower. Both are low in carbs and kind to your blood sugar. These swaps help stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce insulin resistance, and support better diabetes management long-term. Unlike potatoes, these veggies won't cause that sudden spike that leaves you feeling tired or sluggish. Making this simple change supports your health in powerful ways. And the best part? You're not just avoiding problems. You're actively fighting diabetes with every meal, every bite, every choice. Number 3. Butternut squash. Butternut squash may look innocent with its soft texture and sweet taste, but it can sneak up on your blood sugar if you're not careful. Even though it's a natural food, it has a moderate glycemic index, which means it can still raise blood sugar levels, especially when eaten in large amounts. For people managing diabetes, that rise in blood sugar can lead to sudden energy crashes and make insulin regulation more difficult. The sweetness tricks your taste buds, but your body still reacts with more insulin. This makes diabetes control more challenging, especially during big meals or holiday feasts. Butternut squash does offer some health benefits. It's packed with fiber, vitamin A, and antioxidants that support your immune system and eyes. But if you have diabetes, balance is key. Too much of this veggie can throw off your blood sugar control and force your body to release more insulin than it should. The goal is to enjoy the nutrition without compromising your fight against diabetes. Eating butternut squash alongside leafy greens or healthy fats can help reduce the impact on your blood sugar. Smart combinations like this help you feel full, stay nourished, and support better diabetes management. So how much butternut squash is safe for people living with diabetes? A good portion is around 1/2 to 1 cup, or roughly 90 grams. That's just enough to enjoy the flavor and nutrients without spiking your blood sugar levels. Keeping your portion small helps reduce the pressure on your insulin response and keeps your energy more stable throughout the day. This kind of portion control is a powerful tool in your diabetes management journey. Every time you choose the right amount, you're protecting your health and building better habits for long-term blood sugar control. One of the biggest challenges with butternut squash is how easy it is to overeat. Its natural sweetness and soft texture make it feel like a comfort food, but for people with diabetes, that sweetness can be deceiving. Eating large portions can quickly raise blood sugar levels, forcing your body to work harder to release insulin. And the more insulin your body needs, the harder it becomes to maintain stable blood sugar. That's why portion control is so important in diabetes management. Even healthy foods like butternut squash can get in the way of your progress if you're not mindful. Small choices lead to big wins in your fight against diabetes. Looking for a safer option that still satisfies? Try vegetables like zucchini or cucumber. They're low in carbs and have very little effect on your blood sugar. These alternatives help stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce the need for insulin, and make daily diabetes management easier. While they may not be as sweet, they still provide valuable nutrients without disrupting your blood sugar. Choosing foods that support insulin sensitivity and help you control diabetes is a form of empowerment. It's not about restriction. It's about smarter eating for long-term health. With every healthy swap, you move one step closer to defeating diabetes. Number 4. Corn. Corn is sweet, tasty, and shows up on many dinner tables. But for those living with diabetes, it's not always the best choice. Corn is packed with carbohydrates, especially starch, and that can cause a quick rise in blood sugar. When blood sugar levels go up fast, your body needs more insulin, and that makes diabetes management more difficult. Many people think of corn as a vegetable, But for diabetes control, it acts more like a starchy carb. Eating too much corn can push your blood sugar beyond safe levels. That's why awareness is key when building a diabetes-friendly plate. Another reason corn can be tricky for diabetes is its high glycemic index. This means it raises your blood sugar quickly, especially when eaten in large amounts. For someone trying to manage diabetes, these spikes can create stress on your insulin system and lead to energy crashes. The faster your blood sugar levels rise, the harder it becomes to keep diabetes under control. That's why even a healthy-looking food like corn needs to be handled with care. If you want stable energy and steady diabetes control, watching your portions is a smart move. So how much corn is safe for someone with diabetes? Experts suggest sticking to half a cup, or about 80 grams. That may not seem like much, but it's enough to enjoy the flavor without damaging your blood sugar control. A small portion helps reduce the need for excess insulin and keeps your blood sugar more stable. It's all about finding that sweet spot where taste and diabetes management can work together. Portion control gives you freedom. It helps you live well without losing sight of your health goals or your fight against diabetes. If you love corn but want to stay in control of your diabetes, there are smart ways to enjoy it without spiking your blood sugar. Try pairing corn with high-fiber foods like beans or leafy greens, and lean proteins like grilled chicken. This helps slow down blood sugar absorption and lowers the strain on your insulin. Balanced meals are powerful tools in diabetes management. They help keep you full, steady, and in control. When your meals support better insulin use, you're giving your body the help it needs to fight diabetes every day. It's not about giving up, it's about eating with purpose. If you're looking for safer choices that support your diabetes, consider vegetables like spinach or kale. These greens are low in carbs, rich in fiber, and have almost no effect on blood sugar. They also help improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier to manage your diabetes long-term. Unlike corn, you can eat these in larger portions without worrying about sudden blood sugar spikes. Choosing foods that protect your health and help you control diabetes is a daily act of self-love. And every smart swap brings you closer to freedom from blood sugar struggles. Number 5. Carrot. Carrots might seem like a harmless snack, but if you have diabetes, it's important to pay attention to how much you eat. While carrots have a low glycemic index, large portions, especially in juice form, can raise your blood sugar fast. That rise in blood sugar demands more insulin, which can make diabetes management harder. Natural sugars still affect your blood sugar, even when they come from vegetables. That's why portion size is key in maintaining good diabetes control. Eating smart doesn't mean cutting out everything. It means understanding your food. So what's a safe amount of carrots for someone living with diabetes? The best choice is about 1/2 to 1 medium carrot, or roughly 60 to 100 grams. This portion helps prevent blood sugar spikes while still offering valuable nutrients. Eating carrots raw or lightly steamed is better for insulin balance and long-term blood sugar control. When you keep portions in check, you stay in charge of your diabetes instead of letting it control you. And small, consistent choices like this can protect your health every single day. Now, even though you need to watch portions, carrots do have health benefits, especially for people with diabetes. They're rich in beta-carotene, fiber, and antioxidants, which support heart health, eye health, and better digestion. These nutrients can help reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity, both important for diabetes management. Plus, the fiber in carrots helps slow down the rise in blood sugar after meals. That means with the right balance, you can enjoy their benefits without hurting your blood sugar control. It's all about eating smart and staying empowered in your journey with diabetes. Even though carrots can be part of a healthy diet, people with diabetes may benefit from exploring better alternatives. Dark leafy greens like spinach and kale are much lower in carbs and have little to no effect on blood sugar. These vegetables also support insulin sensitivity and make diabetes management easier day by day. While carrots are naturally sweet, greens provide steady energy without the blood sugar spike. They help your body stay strong, your insulin stay balanced, and your diabetes stay in check. Choosing greens more often is a small change with powerful results for your health. If you enjoy carrots and want to keep them in your meals, how you cook them matters, especially for diabetes. Raw or lightly steamed carrots are better choices because they help avoid rapid blood sugar spikes. Overcooking, frying, or adding sugary sauces can raise blood sugar levels fast and strain your insulin response. Preparing them simply allows you to enjoy the taste without compromising your diabetes control. It's not just about what you eat, but how you prepare it that helps in managing diabetes. Every smart preparation keeps your blood sugar stable and your body in balance. Number 6. Beets. Beets may look healthy and vibrant, but for people living with diabetes, they come with a warning. Beets have a moderate glycemic index, and when eaten in large amounts, they can raise your blood sugar quickly. This spike forces your body to produce more insulin, which complicates diabetes management. Even though beets are natural, their natural sugars can still disrupt your blood sugar control. Being aware of how much you eat is key in your fight against diabetes. Managing portions helps protect your health, your insulin balance, and your long-term stability. So how much beet is safe if you're managing diabetes? The answer is moderation. About 1/4 to half a cup, or 40 to 80 grams, is the sweet spot. This keeps your blood sugar steady and your insulin response under control. Too much beet, even though it seems healthy, can throw off your diabetes management. Keeping portions small lets you enjoy their benefits without harming your blood sugar levels. When you eat the right amount, you stay in charge of your diabetes, not the other way around. Small choices every day make a huge difference. Preparation makes all the difference when it comes to beets and diabetes. Boiling or roasting them without added sugar or salty sauces helps keep your blood sugar balanced. Avoid pickled beets or glazes that can spike blood sugar and require more insulin. Clean, simple cooking methods support better diabetes control and protect your health. The way you cook your vegetables can either support or sabotage your efforts to manage diabetes. Choose preparation methods that nourish your body, not overload your blood sugar levels. Smart cooking leads to smarter eating and better living. Now, it's not all bad news. When eaten in moderation, beets can offer some real benefits for people with diabetes. They're rich in antioxidants and nitrates, which support heart health and may help improve insulin sensitivity. That means better control over your blood sugar and stronger support for your overall diabetes management. Beets also have fiber, which helps slow the rise in blood sugar levels. So yes, they can fit into a diabetes-friendly plan, as long as you control the portion. Moderation isn't restriction, it's a tool to help you stay ahead in the fight against diabetes. If you want to be even more cautious with your blood sugar, consider switching to dark leafy greens like kale or lettuce. These options are very low in carbs, won't spike your blood sugar, and don't place pressure on your insulin. They're powerful allies in long-term diabetes control and can be enjoyed in larger portions. These vegetables help you manage diabetes without sacrificing nutrients or flavor. Choosing greens more often supports your health, balances your blood sugar, and reduces the load on your insulin system. It's all about eating with intention to beat diabetes, one meal at a time. Number 7. Canned vegetables. Canned vegetables might seem like a quick fix, but for people with diabetes, they can cause more harm than good. Many are loaded with sodium and preservatives, which can affect blood sugar, raise blood pressure, and stress your insulin response. For those managing diabetes, this combination can create dangerous imbalances. High sodium can also affect how your body handles insulin, making diabetes control even harder. Choosing the wrong kind of canned veggies can quietly sabotage your efforts to stabilize your blood sugar. That's why understanding what's inside the can is so important for your diabetes management. Even though canned vegetables are convenient, they often lose essential nutrients during processing, nutrients that help with blood sugar control and insulin support. This loss makes them less helpful for people trying to manage diabetes. When vitamins and minerals are stripped away, the food may fill you up, but it won't support your diabetes health the way fresh or frozen veggies can. And without those key nutrients, your body may struggle more with blood sugar spikes and insulin resistance. So while they save time, they may cost you in long-term diabetes management. Sodium might not seem connected to blood sugar, but for people with diabetes, it plays a big role. High sodium levels can cause water retention and increase blood pressure, which puts added stress on your insulin system. When your body is already working hard to regulate blood sugar, this extra burden can throw off your entire diabetes control. And the more insulin resistance you develop, the harder it becomes to keep your blood sugar stable. That's why cutting back on sodium is just as important as watching carbs in your journey with diabetes. For better diabetes control, The smartest choice is to reach for fresh or frozen vegetables. These options don't come with added sodium or preservatives that can spike your blood sugar or disrupt your insulin balance. Fresh and frozen veggies are rich in nutrients that help your body manage diabetes naturally. They support stable blood sugar levels, improve insulin sensitivity, and boost your long-term health. By making this simple swap, you're actively choosing to protect your diabetes management. It's not just about convenience. It's about choosing foods that work for your body, not against it. If you do choose canned vegetables, there are still smart ways to protect your diabetes. Always read the label, look for no salt added, and avoid those with sauces or sugars that raise blood sugar. Rinsing canned vegetables under water can also help reduce excess sodium, supporting better insulin function. These small actions make a big difference in your daily diabetes control. Keeping an eye on sodium and sugar content helps you manage blood sugar more effectively. Remember, every informed choice puts you one step ahead in your journey to beat diabetes and protect your health. Number 7. Canned vegetables. Vegetable juices may sound healthy, but for people with diabetes, they can be risky. Even though they're made from vegetables, most juices have a high glycemic index and very little fiber. This means they raise your blood sugar fast and put extra pressure on your insulin system. Without fiber, sugar from the juice goes straight into your bloodstream, making diabetes control much harder. A glass of juice might seem like a good choice, but for diabetes, it's often a hidden danger. You need foods that help regulate blood sugar, not spike it. When it comes to diabetes, fiber is your friend, but vegetable juices usually don't have any. That lack of fiber causes your blood sugar to rise quickly, pushing your body to produce more insulin. Over time, this constant demand on your insulin system can make diabetes management even more difficult. Juicing removes the natural structure of the vegetable, leaving behind a liquid that acts more like sugar than fiber-rich food. The result? Instability in your blood sugar levels and greater risk for insulin resistance. That's why choosing whole foods is a better option for diabetes control. If you still want to include vegetable juice in your diet, moderation is essential, especially when managing diabetes. Keep your portion to half a cup, about 120 milliliters, and make sure it's made without added sugars. Even a small glass can affect your blood sugar, so timing and portion size matter. Drinking too much at once can overload your insulin response and spike your blood sugar levels. For better diabetes management, it's always safer to eat your vegetables whole. That way, you get the fiber your body needs to slow down blood sugar absorption. If you're living with diabetes, the better choice is to eat whole vegetables instead of drinking them. Whole veggies are rich in fiber, which helps slow blood sugar spikes and reduce the strain on your insulin. Chewing your food allows your body to digest it more gradually, supporting stable blood sugar levels. For those managing diabetes, this slower process is a powerful ally. Whole vegetables support digestion, improve insulin sensitivity, and keep your diabetes in check. Sometimes, simple choices, like eating instead of drinking, can have the biggest impact on your health. If you still enjoy vegetable juice, you can make it safer for diabetes with a few smart changes. Use low glycemic veggies like spinach or cucumber, and always avoid adding fruits or sugar. Combine your juice with healthy fats or protein, like a boiled egg or a handful of nuts, to help control blood sugar and support your insulin response. These simple tweaks turn a risky drink into something more balanced for your diabetes management. Remember, every step you take to reduce blood sugar spikes is a win in your battle against diabetes. Drink smart and protect your health. Now that you know which vegetables can worsen diabetes and how to consume them properly, you might also be interested in learning about the best habits for keeping your blood sugar under control. Click on the video appearing on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips like this.